Shalom, shalom, everybody, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing His word of truth with truth and sincerity, especially in our risking lives to do so. May you be the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Aqua out there that are listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, you Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. All right, so to you I say shalom. All right, this lesson is brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, who the world ignorantly calls by the plain title of God, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. All right, our big brother, the 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 Mashiach of the Israelites. All right, our Savior. All right, and this is brought to you in part. All right, this is part two of breaking down of the film The Knowing. All right, and we just gonna get right on into it. All right, continuing on. All right, to give you a quick breakdown, a quick summary. All right, took notes on the film, and then bring into mind what scriptures come to mind during certain scenes. All right, any kind of significance or whatever the case may be through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so again, continuing on. All right, leaving off with Lucinda passing away. All right, giving up the ghost with the gift that she got from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, or in this case, you know, the spirit, the voices that was in her head about prophecy. All right. Now, this is okay. So now after her death, here it again. Here it is again. All right. These people. All right. This person visiting Caleb. All right. Which we later perceive to be angels. All right. And then you see that at the end of the film. All right. So this angel visits Caleb and drive off. All right. Because her dad, Caleb's dad, saw him, and then the angel just peeled off in his car. Right. Earthly bodies. All right. That's why he drove off. Then just vanishing in nowhere. All right. So Caleb's dad was after that. Caleb's dad was freaked out. So he was doing what? He was keeping watch. All right. So what? Quite naturally, what comes to mind when you hear that? Caleb's dad keeping watch. All right. This is Ezekiel. All right. And this is 3:17. Brothers may already know what I'm talking about. Chances are, most likely, brothers already know what I'm talking about. All right. This is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right. So the Lord made us watchmen. All right. We supposed to warn our people, warn the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. All right. And let y'all know prophecy, things that happened already, things that are present, and things that's going to come to pass. All right. And to wake y'all up, man, to get y'all from being evil and come back to your true heritage. All right. And in this case, all right, he was a watchman keeping watch so that these people that he didn't know of, that was basically spying on his son and spying on his family, his household. So he wanted to keep watch to make sure they don't come back and try to do anything harmful. All right, that he would think. All right. So the next note I took is after John, all right, Caleb's father, understanding the breakdown of these numbered prophecies. All right, he goes to the place where this next one's gonna happen. All right, and what happens is this: a plane fell from the sky. All right, bodies in a lake of fire. Caleb dad traumatized by any of men and fire. All right, and the scriptures tell you, in the last days, man. All right, Great Babylon is going to be on fire. Great Babylon is going to be the lake of fire. So for this certain image, all right, that men falling out of the sky, men's devices falling from the sky, and then these people in this fire, right? Because the whole plane was on fire and fuel everywhere, people on fire in this fuel, this lake of fire. All right. So, quite naturally, I wrote that part down. All right. And again, all right, angel visits again Caleb. All right. Again, speaking of Caleb, Slakia is speaking to Caleb. All right. And as he's speaking to him, Caleb looks out the window and the world is on fire. All right. So go to going to Second Ezra's um, chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundation of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Sion were hot, and the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, they have gathered faith for a treasure. Right? So before anything, right, the Lord already had his elect chosen out, and here before anything came about. All right. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone. All right, Yahweh Shai, and through none other. By me alone, Slaki, by me also they shall be ended, and by none other. All right. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai had the elect from the very beginning. All right, and that's what that's talking about. So why? What is the significance of what I just read? Because the angel visited Caleb again, this time actually speaking to Caleb. So he was giving him the breakdown. He was giving him the prophecies. All right, and Caleb seeing the world on fire. All right, so that's the breakdown. Caleb was obviously of the elect. All right, chosen to be of the elect. That's why he was given this angel to go and be spoken to by. All right. The next one, try to explain the events slash prophecy, but Lucinda's daughter wasn't hearing it. Right, she was a non-believer. All right, she wasn't trying to understand. She wasn't trying to she wasn't trying to do nothing with it. All right, she was a non-believer, point blank, period. All right, so quite naturally, all right, going into Second Corinthians, um, Second Corinthians, let's see, 2 Corinthians 13 and verse. All right, and this is 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 8. All right, because no matter what, actually, let me see where is my goal with this. This is Salaki. I went down a few. Yeah, I went down a few. That's for the next part. All right, so this, as far as she wasn't hearing it. All right, 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Chasing the scriptures down. All right, and this is the whole thing about it. All right, since she wasn't believing it, but they were believing it. All right. 2 Corinthians 6:14, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? All right, and we shouldn't. Is the point? They can't get they can't agree together again. And that's Amos 3:3. All right, except two walk together, can two walk together except they be agreed? The answer is no. All right, so again, believers and unbelievers cannot be together, because what's the point? All y'all gonna do is bump heads and disagree with each other. All right, agree to disagree. All right, and then from there, again, all right, after finding out Lucinda's daughter wasn't hearing it, right? Then another scene, the a fourth angel. Uh, this is the fourth time the angel visits Caleb, and this time, this on this fourth visit, there were four angels. Four angels on the fourth visit. All right, what's the significant about that? I didn't know at the time until I started, trying to think a little bit more into it. Wasn't trying to be too deep. All right, like one of my favorite elders always say, Elder Manata Zakba, South Carolina, he say, don't try to be too deep, be one deep. Well, in this case, I wasn't trying to be, but it was just something about that because it was the angel visited, the angel visited, the angel visited, but then on the fourth visit, it was four of them. So it just stood out to me through the spirit. All right, and then so from that, all right, going into what is that talking about? All right, let's see. Come on, phone. Let me pause this for now. All right, so four meaning in Hebrew, right? Because we understand that the letters and numbers actually mean something. So in this case, we're gonna go to the number four, getting straight to the point. All right, come on. So like it, scroll a little bit. All right, the number four, arba, arba, authority, government, rule, dominion, calendar, time, creation, kingdom, fullness, giving of the Torah, the law, right? And Holy Spirit, the most holy name of the Most High, has four Hebrew letters. Yod, E, Vav, He, right? Which spells out what? Yahweh, right? And Judah was the fourth born son and has a scepter of rule, all right? No need to go any further. We understand now, all right? So again, all right, Caleb was visited a fourth time by this angel with four other angels, all right? So John, the father of Caleb, all right, is interested and obsessed with death. He's so obsessed with these numbers. He got to know. He got to be at the next spot, right? And now keep in mind, this person in this film is Esau. Esau got to know everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. All right. So that's what we got from that. Now the next part. All right. This sub train of rail, off rail, and mass death. Right. There's a mass death because the train went off the tracks in the subway and killed a whole bunch of people, man. You got to see this. If you ain't seen it already, man, Joe. All right. So Matt causing a mass death. Because why? He was trying to go there to stop the prophecy. You can't stop prophecy, man. All right. And that brings to what? Can't do anything to the truth but for it. All right. So this is Second Corinthians. Stand in the book of Second Corinthians 8. 2 Corinthians. Where am I at? Slacky. 2 Corinthians. Wait. Slacky. I'm getting my stuff. 13 and 8. I was about to do 8 and 13. 13 and verse 8. All right. And this is where it's at. Quite natural. Right. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Right. So no matter what he was trying to, if he turned to the left, turned to the right, he was going to be where he was supposed to be. And everything around him is going to be where it's supposed to be. And happen as the way it's supposed to happen. Because why? The Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, does all things, man. He created it all. Nothing moves without his say. All right. Now, okay, so then at the end of this picture with all the numbers on it, they say at the very end it says EE backwards. All right, and they're like, well, what does this mean? What does it mean? Me, being folly, but at the same time being serious, because I already, through the scriptures, we know what's going to pop off. I took EE as being end of Esau. All right, but in the film, this it said it meant everyone else. All right. Well, what is that? Why everyone else? What is that? What is that talking about? All right. So again, end of Esau. All right. That's how I took it, but it actually meant everyone else. Right. To what? To die. Right. And that brings to mind, right off the bat, Revelation 12 and 12. Right? What is Revelation 12 and 12? Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, right, Esau, Edom, and his whole brood of evilness, all right, all the other heathens, all right, the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so all the things that's happening on the earth right now, all right, evil things, well, obviously, all done by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai on the left hand side of his powers, all right, is for a reason, to bring down what? The heathen and the powers that be on the left hand side. Same thing in this film, man. All right, the Lord is making this final prophecy to happen because he wants to take out all the inhabitants of the earth, man, for with reason. The Lord does righteous judgment, all right, point blank, period. All right, and then let's see. Oh, also came to mind, and that obviously is going to have to be a part three to this because again I took quite a quite a bit of notes. All right, this is again leading into why I had that Revelation 12 and 12, as well as this is Second Ezra's 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 8. All right. Let me see. Second Ezra's 6 and start at verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. All right. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, what does that have to do with the film? This prophecy all had to break down, right, to come to pass, so that a new heaven and a new earth can come, all right, to do what? Get rid of all the evil, so that righteousness can reign once again and forevermore, all right. Because we had to look at this film in a spiritual aspect, all right. So you know what? For just for time purposes, man. Lord willing, I'm gonna have a part three for this. All right, to continue on with this film to break it down. All right, so Lord willing, this is edifying, giving all praise, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and all the teachers out there pushing His word and truth with truth and sincerity, especially now risking your lives to do so. May you be the elect. All right. So again, as always, a Baba Ball and Shalom.